What's the deal, Brick Squad? Welcome to another vlog. I just got back to Virginia, so I'm giving you guys a disclaimer right now. My crib is a mess. I don't really live here full time. Most of the time, I was in Colorado, but I'm inviting my mom to come stay with me for a little while. So I'm gonna be spending some more time here in Virginia. But yeah, so that's why the crib's looking crazy. Matter of fact, a lot of people ask me about my kicks. I'll show you guys some of my kicks real quick. It's just a few, right? Some Vans, some classic Stan Smiths. Can't go wrong with those. Some Alexander McQueens, some True Blues. These are, oh man, this is one of my favorite pair of sneakers right now. Some What the Metcons. Anyway, so on today's agenda, obviously I gotta get some food. There's no food in the crib, so I'll take you guys with me and let you guys know what my nutrition process is like what's my planning process, because that's the most important thing with nutrition is planning. We're also gonna be talking about, because people ask me how I make money. So I'm gonna be sharing with you guys how I make money. Also, breakfast. I'm not gonna bore you guys with this cleanup stuff. And of course, a workout. So first, breakfast. Let me see. It is now, look, 12:58. I normally break my fast at about 1 o'clock. So it's time to get it popping. So I'm gonna be experimenting, vlogging on this GoPro. I think I will be way more consistent. It's way easier to use this GoPro than using my big ass camera. So let me know in the comment section if you mind, right? Some people don't like GoPro footage, so let me know. Anyway, breakfast. So I'm gonna be making protein pancakes. Now, I use the PE Science protein powder. It is by far the best protein powder on the market. You can get 15% off if you go to pescience.com/bricks and then use the checkout code BRICS when you check out, right? It's a checkout code. You'll get 15% off. Tell them that I sent you. Anyway, what you gotta do is, let me get down to this level. Use the sugar-free syrup, add a little monk fruit sweetener. It is bomb. Now, this is a little expensive, but it's definitely worth it. I don't like stevia. I don't like sweet and low or whatever the other artificial sweeteners are. This one is it's a little better for you. So check it out. But anyway, let me whip it up. So I'm in the middle of a cut right now. So everything is weighed and measured. I make sure I have my measuring cup. I have my scale. Precise nutrition when you're trying to get down into the single digits, right? Do you have to be as strict if you have 100 pounds to lose? You may not have to weigh and measure every single thing, but I think it's a good habit to form, because in order to lose body fat, you have to be in a caloric deficit. And in order to be in a caloric deficit, you gotta know how many calories you're eating. So I do advise people to track your calories just so you can develop calorie awareness. But anyway, so a lot of people ask me, how do I track my food? I'm gonna let you guys in on that process, right? So I decide how many calories I wanna spend for breakfast, right? So I'm eating 2250 right now. I'm eating 2250 calories a day. I eat 2 meals a day. So what I do is I allot 400 calories for snack and miscellaneous stuff, and I divide the other 2 between my breakfast and my dinner. So let me do that math real quick, 1800. So that means I get 900 calories per meal. I typically like to front load my calories, meaning I like to eat most of my calories earlier in the day. I like to eat a light dinner. So with that being said, I know I want to eat at least 1,000 calories for breakfast. So that's how I determine how much I'm going to actually eat. So my plan is to have protein pancakes, and I'm also going to have maybe 4 whole eggs with some egg whites. And then I add the protein powder just to make sure that I'm hitting my protein. And that's it. So I know this is, I don't know if you can see this. It is 190 calories for half a cup. I'm going to eat a cup and a half of this. But again, it's about precision. So I make sure I measure every single thing out. I track everything in MyFitnessPal so that I know everything is accurate. So yeah, let me whip this up. and I guess I'll show y'all what it looked like afterwards. All right, let me show you guys how I do this syrup situation. So I use about a 1/4 cup of syrup. Boom, put it in a little bowl. And I would just add some monk fruit sweetener, just a little bit though. It doesn't take much if it's only a 1/4 cup. So maybe about that amount, a little bit more. Then I just mix it up. And then boom, just like that, I saved probably about 400 calories by using sugar-free syrup. This is only 15 calories per 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna let you know exactly how many calories in syrup this is. Give me a sec. All right, I like to use the scan feature on MyFitnessPal. I'm a big fan of MyFitnessPal. Boom, scan the barcode. All right, so it says serving size is 2 tablespoons. I know I used a 1/4 of a cup. So I changed the serving size to fluid ounces, right? And I know a 1/4 cup is 2 ounces. So that's 30 calories. That's it. 5 grams of carbs. All right, breakfast is done. So these are the pancakes. 3 decent sized chocolate chip pancakes. I used 2 whole eggs and about a cup of egg whites. This is my syrup. I'm probably gonna add a little bit of this Earth Balance, maybe a tablespoon, but it's only 100 calories per tablespoon and it's definitely worth it. So yeah, that's breakfast. All right, so I just scooped my mail. I was expecting a shirt, right? Which is gonna lead to the whole conversation about how I make my money. Hopefully this is what I think it is. Let's see. All right, boom. Now I'm gonna give you guys the background on this shirt right here. On the back it says the Goal Body Blueprint, which is the name of my semi-private coaching program that I'm gonna be doing. Well, that I've been doing now for 2 years. But anyway, all right, so let me explain to you guys what the 3% mentality is. So I've done a lot of research because I created a program that gives people literally every step in the weight loss process. When it comes to mindset, when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to exercise, I provide every bit of information that you need, everything that you need. But anyway, so during that process of doing the research and figuring out what's the best way to support people with weight loss, I came across the statistic that says 97% of people who try to lose weight fail. 97%. So that means the people who are successful with weight loss transformation, they have the 3% mentality. So it's something that I'm championing. I need everybody to understand in order to successfully transform your body. I'm not talking about people who need to lose 10, 15, 20 pounds. If you are trying to transform your body, you're gonna have to acquire the 3% mentality. You're gonna have to embrace the idea of being the black sheep. But to get to the topic of how I make my money. So I'm gonna make this quick because obviously that's not really the main idea of this video. So there's YouTube AdSense revenue. There is my 12-week transformation jumpstart program, which is done super well. I've had a lot of people send me a bunch of transformation photos from just following the program. Then I have coaching. So I do one-on-one coaching. And then now the granddaddy of all support products, the Goal Body Blueprint. And what this is, it's everything that I've learned about helping people lose weight, and I put it all into one product, right? Coaching is one thing. There's the support, there's the guidance, there's the accountability. And then I did courses, right? Where I was teaching people everything step by step, but it lacked the support and the accountability. So I pretty much created a product that gave you support, that gave you accountability, that gave you community, that gave you education. But I'm qualifying people for this program because it's not for everyone. Not everyone's ready for this level of commitment, for this level of education, for this level of accountability. Not everyone's ready. So if you are ready, if you think you are ready, because I'm trying to do something significant in the weight loss industry, because everything that I teach in this program is anti what the fitness industry has been teaching people for hundreds of years about the weight loss process. So again, it takes a person with an open mind It takes a person who had failed enough times to be ready to try a different approach. And if this is sounding like you, I want you to click the link in the description and put your information in. I'm gonna be sending out applications. This is not something that anyone can just go to my website and buy, because my name is on the line. So with that being said, I wanna make sure that I'm getting the right people into this program. So if that's you and you wanna get an application, click the link in the description, put in your contact information, and I will email you the information. Again, you can't go to my website and buy this. So, like I said, YouTube AdSense revenue, my programs, my coaching, and now this program, the Goal Body Blueprint, which is gonna be like a semi-private coaching program with high levels of accountability. I'm personally working with a group of people, and this is gonna be game changing. We're gonna end up on the Ellen Show because we're about to have so many people transforming their bodies that the world is gonna be like, what the hell just happened? Deadass. So sign up if you are ready to commit, if you're ready to finally do things the right way. So obviously one of the biggest struggles for most of us when it comes to the weight loss process is nutrition. And there's no place better to put your energy than into planning your food, planning your nutrition, whether that's meal prepping, right? Actually preparing meals, whether that's ordering your groceries in advance, whether that's writing out a menu, having some sort of structure and some sort of plan set in advance for your food will pay dividends tenfold. It will set you up for success with weight loss. You have to do it. So there's two types of people. There's people like me who I can eat the same stuff every day. Not everyone can do that. But when I tell you, if you can, it makes the weight loss process so much easier. It makes it so much easier. Everyone's different. I thank God that I can eat the same stuff every day. But if you can't, then I think the planning thing is even more important. So anyway, so I'm about to, like I mentioned to you guys, I just came back to Virginia. I gotta get some food in the house. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little menu. So what I start off by just Googling some recipes. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm Googling high protein recipes, and then I'm gonna make a grocery list. I'm not gonna meal prep, but this is my planning, right? I don't have to meal prep. I have the flexibility in my day. I'm at home all the time. I can cook every day, right? So I'm just gonna make my grocery list. I'm gonna write out exactly what I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy it, but I'm buying what I planned to eat, right? I'm planning this stuff in advance. I'm trying to beat this into your brain. Plan in advance what you're gonna eat for the week and execute on that plan. So I'm gonna run to the store, and when I come back, I'll show you guys what I grabbed. All right, so this is what I grabbed from the grocery store. So look, I started drinking coffee at night, decaf coffee, because it kills that craving for something sweet after dinner. So sugar-free creamer. I got some stuff to make salads. So I have peppers, cherry tomatoes, red onion, avocado. So this is salmon and tuna. So this is enough meat for maybe 3 or 4 days. This is another thing that I use to kill my sweet tooth. I use the non-dairy whipped cream. And I also use this on my protein pancakes so I don't have to use as much syrup. Game changer. Some Taco Chicos definitely help crave my appetite. Another something that I use instead of eating sweets after dinner. Of course, my almond milk, carb conscious Kodiak cake mix. That's what I use to make my protein pancakes. I bought the little bread, right? This is the small, the thin slice one, less carbs. I'm starting to cut my carbs a little bit. It's another one of these little snacks. So I don't really eat a lot of carbs in the evening because the first part of my day, my breakfast, I usually have a lot of carbs. So for dinner, I usually just have like a salad and maybe a little bit of carbs, mostly high fat. So that's why I put avocado or nuts in all my salads. So yeah, that's my grocery haul. Oh yeah, and also some hummus. I also picked up an air fryer. For those of us who struggle in the kitchen as far as cooking is concerned, the air fryer is an absolute game changer. I'm probably gonna start making some videos with the air fryer recipes that I discover. And I also bought a waffle maker because I told you guys, I eat the same stuff over and over. So it's important for me to find different ways to eat the same things. So instead of eating protein pancakes all the time, I'll be able to make some waffles. So stay tuned for the air fryer recipe videos coming soon. So I want to start this off by saying that I am not a psychologist. I do have a psychology degree, but I'm not claiming to be any sort of mental health professional at all. I'm going to share my thoughts based on my experiences with depression, right? I think there's several types of depression. I think the kind that I had was a result of bad decisions and situations that I created for myself. Right now, I think there's a type of depression that's chemical. I don't think that's the type that I've experienced. So I'm not talking about people who experience chemical depression. That's a totally different ballgame from what I know. I think I was depressed because, for one, I wasn't living with integrity. I was doing a lot of shady shit. My priorities were out of order, and I actually didn't even know what my identity was, man. I was so concerned with what other people thought about me. I was so concerned with people liking me and looking cool. Like I don't think I had like my value, the value that I had for myself, right? I didn't have high self-worth, right? My self-esteem was low. But so I used to have to put on this show, right? I used to have to show off with jewelry and fancy cars and buy designer clothes, because that's how I gave myself value in my head, right? That's the only way I would be worth anything, is if I had these things. And I think that freaking circus, that show that I had to put on constantly, contributed to my depression, right? I was living out of alignment with myself, right? My values, what I value, my idea of what a man should do and how he should carry himself, I wasn't living in alignment with that. And if you live in conflict with your values, your personal values, that's going to cause stress. It's going to cause depression, because you're living a lie. I also couldn't keep promises to myself. I felt like a failure. Constantly, I felt like a failure. For one, because I had a bad relationship with the experience of failure. Let me explain what that means. So I didn't understand the value of failure. Let me say it like that. So anytime I failed at weight loss, anytime I failed at any particular goal, I would use that to feed the negative voice in my head, and that continued to tear me down. So it was more so my attitude about failure that contributed to my depression, right? Because I like I said, I thought failure was this terrible thing, when failure actually is an asset. It's an ally. That's how you learn. So changing my attitude about failure helped with my depression. Starting to keep my promises to myself. Starting to live with integrity. When I stopped lying and I started living an honest life, my depression subsided significantly. Because our bodies don't like when we lie. Like, your body knows it when you're not being honest. And I would lie for no reason. I would lie to my ex-wife. I would lie it was just, I don't know. I can't even tell you why I did it, but I just did. And I know that had something to do with why I was always depressed. Weight loss definitely helped with my depression, but more so because I changed my moral character, right? I started living at a different standard. I started carrying myself different. I started looking at myself differently. And I think that's what helped my depression. I now, don't get me wrong, I still have dark days, but I can't say that I experience depression anymore. And it was also a part of my identity, right? My mom experienced depression all my entire life. So I almost thought I was doomed. I was destined to be depressed, right? Which I'm pretty sure invited more depression into my life. So again, fitness helped my depression, for one, because physiologically, exercise helps with depression. Second, I felt like I was keeping a promise to myself. I was taking care of myself. Third, the principles of fitness taught me so much about life. And when I understood these principles, it helped my mental health, for 100% sure. So at the end of the day, I think when you're taking care of yourself and you're living an honest life and you're surrounding yourself with positivity, and you're monitoring the nature of the thoughts that you're having, right? You're not letting that voice in your head just run amok, right? You're not letting that voice in your head talk to you crazy. I'm not saying the voice in my head is still there, but I just don't attach myself to it anymore. I just observe it. I just observe it, and I allow myself to feel whatever I'm feeling in that moment when I'm listening to that voice. But then I let it go. That's it. I let it go. Meditation has been a game changer. Eating better quality foods have been a game changer. Surrounding myself with better people, positive people, people who influence me in a positive way, people who inspire me. That has helped with my depression as well. So it's a holistic thing, but I think fitness and nutrition is the nucleus. It's the nucleus. You start there, everything else falls into place. Give this video a big thumbs up, guys. I really appreciate the Brix Squad, y'all. I have some amazing things coming up, man. This program, the Go Body Blueprint. When I tell you, we're about to make a splash in this fitness industry, because we're gonna be creating transformations left and right. Left and right. We're gonna make transformation a normal thing. Just like when you hear about people losing 10 pounds, we're gonna make 100 pounds be the new 10 pounds. Let's get it, y'all. All right, y'all. Peace.